What's going on? It's Larry coming to you again with another Blazing Sports Report Final Four edition. My brackets have been jacked up since the opening rounds. We're not going to discuss my brackets. If you want to look at that video, you can go ahead and do so, but I will never look back on that. I'm just looking forward to what's going on right now. And right now we got our Final Four matchups, which have Kansas and Ohio State going at it. And then we also have on the flip side, we have Louisville taking on Kentucky. First match I'm going to break down is this Ohio State-Kansas matchup. We know that Kansas, the inside game that Kansas have with Thomas Robinson, Whitey on the inside, these guys are playing phenomenal on the inside. I think they're probably leading all teams in blocks during this tournament run. But when you look at the opposite side, Ohio State, Deshaun Thomas has been balling out of control. He's been averaging over 20 points a game on the big stage that we do have in college basketball. Now, we know that perimeter-wise, that Ohio State has a better perimeter defenders with Aaron Craft out there, who's probably the greatest perimeter defender in all of college basketball right now. But he has to stop Tyshawn Taylor, who's been playing at tremendous basketball as of late. Kansas, they have had their struggles during the tournament, but they have found a way to claw their way back to wins. North Carolina game was actually their first statement victory of the tournament because they had to fight back against NC State. They had to fight back against Purdue, and they found ways to win, and they actually got to the Final Four right now, and they're going to play the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now, Jared Sullinger didn't play their first meeting of the regular season, but now he's back. He's playing solid basketball, but like I said, Deshaun Thomas for the Ohio State Buckeyes has absolutely been phenomenal throughout this whole tournament process. Now, they're going to have to find a way to shut him down in order to legitimately keep this game close, because I think that he does have the ability, given what he has been able to do, to go inside and do what he needs to do in order to get the job done. In terms of attacking the basket, creating his own shot, the man has been just playing out of his mind. Now, when you look at Kansas side of the ball, Thomas Robinson has been playing outstanding. Like I said, Tyshawn Taylor has been playing outstanding. But the key matchup to me is going to be Sullinger versus Thomas Robinson. I think whoever nullifies the other one, we're both the battle of the zeros right now. We don't know who's going to get the upper hand. But when I look at this match, I'm going to give the edge to Kansas. I know they've been lackadaisical in terms of getting their offense going, but they do have that shot blocker in Jeff Whitey on the inside. They do like to get out and run a little bit. They like to create offense off of turnovers. But I think that this matchup goes into Kansas' favor. Now, moving on to the other matchup, we got Kentucky taking on Louisville. Kentucky right now is looking at like the team to beat in terms of any aspect of basketball right now. Charles Barkley said that they could probably beat a couple of NBA teams, which I wouldn't put against them. I think they could probably knock off the Charlotte Bobcats right now. But Anthony Davis, Kidd-Gilchrist, Marcus Teague, Terrence Jones, I mean, the list goes on and on about the guys on this team that can actually just take over the game in their own right. All the guys are playing collectively as a unit. For these to be a group of freshmen outside of Terrence Jones, I mean, the way that these guys have come together is just tremendous, given what Calipari has done with this team. He's taking on Rick Pitino in the Louisville Cardinals, and right now what I have to say about this is that this is probably this is how you got to look at it. First of all, it's a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game on the biggest stage in all of college basketball, the Final Four. Both coaches head-to-head are the dead even 500 split, 11-11 against each other. This game right here, probably, I know that a lot of people already want to put Louisville away, but this is the thing. It's tournament time, plus it's a rivalry game. Emotions run high in these games, especially when you have two teams that just flat out don't like each other. You know, one of these teams want to be the sole representative of their home state of Kentucky, and I think that that's going to help Louisville with that mental edge that they seem that a lot of people don't want to give them in terms of talent. But I think that mental edge, because you got to remember the early game, they played them close. It wasn't like it was a blowout win, but when you look at what's going on with this team right now, the way that Kentucky's playing on every aspect in the sense of the word basketball, they're rebounding, they're defending, they're scoring points inside, outside. Kidd-Gilchrist is looking like the #1 pick going into this NBA draft coming up if he decides to come out. I think that this game right here are probably is gonna set TV ratings records. I believe it's gonna set it's gonna have all the intensity that you could want in a college basketball game. And given that the stage that it's on right now, I don't think that there's any place you want to be outside of watching this game when it does come on. With Kentucky being the lone #1 seed left in this whole tournament right now, I think that they want to prove that they are worthy of that #1 overall spot. And I think they're going to go in, they're going to handle their business against Louisville. It's going to be a tough, physical, highly contested game, low scoring. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys didn't get out the 60-point range. I'm going to go ahead and give the edge to Kentucky. I think it's not going to be as easy as everybody thinks. They do have talent in Louisville with Peyton Siva and Jing on the inside. He can block shots, he can cause havoc on the inside, but I think the length and athleticism that these guys possess, especially with Kidd-Gilchrist and Anthony Davis, who are probably the 1 and 2 overall prospects going into the draft, I think that what these guys bring to the court, especially where Coach Cal has got them guys playing together. I know Rick Pitino is a great coach, but I wouldn't be surprised to see an upset either, knowing that this is a Rick Pitino coach team. Louisville has been up and down. They're riding that momentum coming off the Big East tournament. They still haven't slowed down yet, and I think that this game is going to be a lot closer than a lot of people think, but I am going to give the edge to Kentucky. I think they do have enough talent to pull it off. Those are my Final Four predictions. So that means I got Kentucky taking on Kansas in finals. If that does happen, I will give you all my predictions on that game. But we'll have to wait and see until after these games go down, and then we'll see what happens from there. Larry Jenkins, Blazing Sports Report. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up on Facebook.com/Blazing Sports Report. Find me on Twitter.com/Blazing Sports. Larry Jenkins, Blazing Sports Report. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.